All right, man. It's Easily Offended Podcast, man. I don't even know what fucking episode this is. I'm so fucking tired.
Shit. You know I had to get back to you on that. I think it's like 57.
50-something.
Yeah,
it's 57 to 58.
50-something right now.
Yeah, 50, 11.
That's going to be the name of the podcast, 50-something.
50-something, 50-11.
Hey, man, we got Easily Offended Podcast, man. We got Rell in the building, Chris in the building, Sean is chilling, man. He couldn't make it in today. Shout out to him. Man, you know, we here, man. It's been a while. It's been about a few weeks.
I got a question.
That
was just a random ass. You said shout out to the single mothers, the married mothers, the single dads, the married dads, and the truck drivers.
Yeah, that don't go, bro.
I've worked like 42 hours in the past 3 days.
Damn, did you?
Yeah, man.
It's all good.
It's been
all right. We here though.
Yeah, we here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while. Hey, you know what my thing is? You know, I posted on Facebook. We still ain't talked about like how Norega went from a bald head to a fade. Like we just gonna act like that shit ain't never happened.
No, we know how it happened.
Yeah, I mean, but it's just you niggas is getting the hair transplant shit.
Yeah, we already know. It ain't no secret now. Ain't that shit full too?
Oh yeah, he got
a full.
I mean, he has plausible deniability because he was rocking the real low. Like he still had a hairline, kind of, with the illusion of the hairline, but no, he definitely something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just like Juneteeth. Like how you go bald to like curly fro.
I mean, I feel like
I think he shaved. I think he shaved his head though.
Yeah, I think Jada really that's really his hair.
Okay.
Yeah, because he been rocking his hair for a while now. Like before this whole hair transplant era, and this year, I think that's really all Jada hair. I think he was just voluntarily bald.
Yeah,
which is different. But
it's different. Well, I mean, in the '90s, bald head, dark skinned niggas was in. Like Michael Jordan really.
Yeah, Michael did set
but like if you remember, you had the Michael Jordan, you had niggas like Montel Williams. You know what I'm saying?
But you had Wesley though. Wesley had a full head of hair.
Yeah. But bald head niggas was in the 90s.
Yeah, they were though.
You know what I'm saying? You had a few niggas like on TV shows. Who was a nigga? Overton for Living Single.
Overton for Living Single.
Overton for Living Single. Living
that's true.
Single.
Yeah, it was a lot of the nigga Malik Yoba on motherfucking on New York Undercover.
Tommy from Martin.
Tommy from Martin.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Bald head niggas was sex symbols in the 90s.
Carl Winslow.
We still are.
Carl Winslow had he ain't have a.
Did you say Carl?
Carl
Winslow, nigga?
As a sex symbol,
family member. Oh, we talking about sex symbols. Oh, damn.
I'm just saying, as far as how.
And his shit wasn't bald. He had like ill widow's peak.
He did. He had the Costanza.
And that nigga was shaped like a fucking trash bag.
You know who I got him confused?
Bro, you tired for real, man.
You know who I got him confused with?
This nigga said Carl Winslow. What the fuck?
Yeah, man.
What was the nigga name? Real name? What, Reginald Vale Johnson or some shit?
I don't know.
Hey, we're gonna say yeah.
This nigga said Carl. I'm sorry. Please, what the fuck were you about to say?
Oh shit, man. Just been a tired week. You know, the past 3 weeks, man, it's just been a blur.
Yeah.
It's just been a blur. I can't wait to just get out of town and just fucking do shrooms and relax. That's the fuck I'm on.
When you get to do that?
Next Saturday.
Where you going?
We going to Seattle.
Y'all both are going.
We got a guys trip out to Seattle, man.
Yeah, y'all gonna love it, man. I like it out there.
You know, friends. You know, we've been together. We've been friends since like 12, 13 years old. We never took a guys trip.
Word?
We never been out of town together.
I don't feel bad.
So this is our first
take
time.
A guy show my guys, and I know what I was for. So yeah, all right, I don't feel bad.
You know what I'm saying? So we just decided, like, you know what, fuck it, we gonna go to Seattle.
Well, I was already going.
He was already going.
Yeah, because I was going out there to go. I made these plans last year. I was going out there to just go to the game. I was finna go probably go by myself.
So we basically just hijacked his trip.
Yeah,
that's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we just hijacked the trip like because originally we was like Portland. You know, and a couple other guys, let's go out the country. Nah, let's just go somewhere simple right now.
If you it's funny that it was the choice between Portland and Seattle. Those are very two specific places that not a lot of people on top of their list. You know what I mean?
It's definitely not.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's definitely because the thing about it is because this really isn't like a guy's trip type of place.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's really
this
is not because this ain't really that. Like it's really like
it's a safe. Your girls ain't got to worry about y'all being in Seattle or Portland at
exactly.
all.
Yeah.
Well, Portland maybe because the crazy fact before I looked this trip up, and I was looking at Portland. Portland actually has the largest number of strip clubs and breweries than any city in America.
Yeah, but are they really? Like a Portland strip club don't sound like it'll be something like, you know what I mean? When you think strip clubs, you don't think, nigga, let's go to Portland.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true. But you never know. You might never. Because you also got to think about in Beaverton, Portland, that's where the Nike headquarters is and the Adidas headquarters is.
Oregon.
Oregon, Oregon, yeah.
Portland's a city.
Yeah. I'm tired, but but I really wanted to go there because you know what I'm saying I had connections out there at Nike, so I was like, look, we can go there, and we can go to the headquarters and do the Nike outlet shit. But he had the White Sox versus the Mariners on that Monday, so we was like, you know what, fuck it. And I've been trying to go to Seattle forever since the Goonies.
Just the Goonies?
The Goonies. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just
I thought the Goonies was in San Francisco.
No, the Goonies was made in Seattle.
Oh.
Well, let's Google it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's Google it.
Hold on. I thought it's in that area, but I could have sworn. Well, let's see. Hold on.
Either way, you'll like it though, man. Seattle's very weird. I will say that though, bro. You want to see a lot of graffiti for whatever fucking reason. A lot of greenery, like some of the beautiful sights of a beautiful ocean.
Yeah.
Ocean view.
We were both wrong.
Rain. Where is it?
Where was it at?
Astoria, Oregon.
Astoria, Oregon. Okay.
Yeah, so it's in that area.
In the area.
Yeah.
In the area.
I mean, but I'm a nature person. I love like that shit. The trees, the forests, and all that. So I was
you'll like Seattle, bro.
Like
so nice.
that's why I really wanted.
Washington in general. I'll say Washington State.
Washington State,
yeah. So that was one of the things that I always wanted to do. Especially when I worked at Starbucks. I was like, oh, Seattle, that's the home.
Oh yeah, that's the origin.
That's the origin. So we got to go to Pike Place. You know what I'm saying? Got to go to Pike Place.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about coffee. I don't drink. Well, I don't drink.
Well, that whole strip. That's where you catch the fish. Where they throw the fish at you and shit. That's the fish market.
I know.
I heard about it. I ain't been there.
I ain't catching no fish.
Yeah, I ain't catching no fish, but
yeah, because that shit stays with you. You know what I'm saying? That smell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll get the experience like, oh yeah, it's cool. They're throwing the fish to each other. That's great. I saw that on TV a million times.
Yeah. I don't want to walk around the whole day smelling like fish.
This nigga looks CGI. I'm sorry, man. I just
yeah, like you see the fade.
Hey, this shit nigga looks CGI. Like that. Yo, that ain't real, bro.
That nigga hairline is digital.
Noriega's hairline. It is crazy. Man, so what you guys been up to, man? How y'all been?
I've been good, man. Just chilling, living, working.
Yeah,
man.
Saying? That whole project is over with,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's over with.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to raise a teenager, man. Yeah, these are some interesting times, bro.
Feel your pain. Well, we both feel your pain.
Yeah.
Because my son, he graduates next. He actually graduates the day I leave to Seattle.
Oh wow,
high school.
Yeah, he graduates high school. He went on prom like a few weeks ago. Yeah,
boy, you have a college boy.
I got a college boy. Well, he's not going to college the first year because they moving to Texas in August.
Okay.
So then he's going to like chill out, take a year. But like he's set for what he want to do. Like
that's dope.
He's filmed, like he's into like the movies thing and videography and all that stuff. So he's like did some short films and he's done some music videos, shit like that. So he knows he's set. Then my youngest boy is going into his senior year. So
shit, you about to knock him out back to back, man.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what's the great thing about it? You know what? One thing I'm happy about,
what's that?
And I'm going to celebrate. No more motherfucking child support. God damn it. No more motherfucking child.
First of all, that is nigga. If you don't celebrate that for real, I can't wait.
Nigga, I'm in Seattle taking shot after shot.
Nigga, what's her name? Happy birthday to my baby girl, Chrisette. She just turned 10 this past Friday.
Oh yeah.
So that which became my 8-year countdown, nigga. 8 years left, motherfucker.
Nigga, you don't even know how excited I was.
I'm happy for you.
I had randomly called them and was just like, yo, because I was calling to check on some other shit. And they was like, oh, yeah, that's been canceled since May. You have only this amount left and you should be done by June or July. I was like, what? What?
Nigga, do you have any idea how I look forward to that? This sounds horrible, but if you ain't on child support, you don't understand, man. Especially if it's by some bitter ass woman, bro.
No,
that's all I'm gonna say, Jim.
You know,
it sounds like you ain't on it. God bless you, brother. God bless you.
No.
I mean, I have a child. I'm not with the mom, so you know what I'm saying. I definitely gotta.
You got a sensible one.
I do well. Let's move on.
My bad. I was digging.
But the thing about it is, as a parent, you still, even though I pay child support, I still financially help on some things. You know what I'm saying? So,
no, I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I'm not. Hey, hold on. We ain't no deadbeats.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm just saying, like, especially for the for the one that be weaponizes that shit, putting me up.
Yeah.
That's what happened. That's I'm speak candidly. That's what happened to me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so, I'm like, really? You gonna move on me? Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was to me. It was just all my shit. That was just all me. Because the thing about it was, I literally my kids are the same age for like 6 months. You know what I'm saying? I was back to back with my 2 different moms. You know what I'm saying? So whatever emotions or anger came out of that, it was like, fuck you, you know what I mean? So
I'm still happy for you, brother.
Yeah, I'm happy about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I love both of the moms. Both of the moms are fucking awesome moms. They do a great fucking job.
How do you do that shit?
What?
Nigga, that's the real story.
How to
fuck all the other topics for the day, nigga. How did you manage that?
It took a while. It took at least about 6-7 years before things got settled down and got cool. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
It got to the point where, I'm blessed because my two my kids' mothers, they go out of town together every once in a while. They go to like festivals. They go to Essence Festival. They go to Bonnaroo. Yeah, they cool. Like they talk all the time. They cool. So like I was blessed after a while. Like, after the emotions and all that crazy shit I put them through, you know what I'm saying? It was on some old, I'm not mad at you. I'm really mad at him. You know what I'm saying? So why should I take this out on you? So it turned out blessful. You know what I mean? A lot of niggas can't say that. A lot of niggas can't say that because I know a lot of niggas. Yeah, man, it's just crazy. But
I'm mad y'all pointed this shit out because now I can't stop looking at this shit.
Hey, right? Don't it look crazy?
Yeah.
To all my listeners, if you watching, if you ever seen Drink Champs, like the latest, like the past month, Norega went from bald head to like actually having hair.
Like he had almost
like
he
a real
had
face.
Wow, you know what I mean? Like,
hey, I just want to speak to something right quick because it just seems like with the technology being what it is,
right?
It's like old niggas don't want to get old now.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And I get it. I got, quite a few gray hairs in my shit. You know what I'm saying? The signs of aging are obvious, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like,
I'm about to get some water. Go ahead.
At one this shit is starting to look kind of ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas be out here with the hair dye.
I swear, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, getting the motherfucking, it's like, bro, we know your shit isn't that black.
Dude.
You know what I'm saying? And then you can see, like, it still be gray or the roots. And then you got, some niggas that like, okay, like, Calm, he got some fucking gray hair. But his dye, it doesn't look horrible right there. But it's like,
we know you got some grays.
We know you have grays, bro. It's just like, and this, like, why can't it be okay? Like, why don't nobody want to get old? You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I feel like that shit is a blessing.
I think, you know what it is? I legitimately blame this whole digital space, or at least the space that's created where you have to, if you're in it, especially if you make money on it, you have no choice but to create a literal persona where you're practically ageless, or giving off some sort of illusion that you are this genetic standalone compared to everybody else. That's
right,
like,
you're not aging.
You know,
yeah,
right? You know what I mean? That's what I think. Now, I'm not going. I don't want to necessarily say like this digital space is an entity by itself, like it controls people, but. That's the only thing I can pinpoint to. Because I'm with you, bro. It's like, why don't you want to,
I mean, but it's not like, because niggas have always had, like, niggas used to wear toupees and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Just for Men didn't just come out. Like, niggas been dyeing their hair and wearing fucking male wigs and shit for a long time. I guess because things are just more accessible, or maybe it is even because, like, now that I'm of that age, now that I'm really like noticing it more, like amongst people I know, amongst my peers. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, bro, but I'm not finna dye my beard, Joe.
You know, my thing is, if you're into that, because if you're into that music, if you're like a public figure, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause my brother, he does not have no gray hair, and I know it's there.
Put your brother on blast.
I know it's there, but he looks good at it. He looks good with it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no hair
His
piece.
shit, like I ain't never seen looked at Ferris and be like, nah, that nigga look ridiculous.
I've
never seen, and I've definitely looked at some niggas like, all right, come on, bro.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like
you know what I'm saying? Like your shit is not that black.
My brother keeps it up. You feel what I'm saying? It looks good on him. But I work with a nigga that in banquets, this nigga has like the whole, like this part, the first like 5 inches, all black paint.
Jeez.
And one day we was hot as fuck. It was just like
that shit started leaking.
That shit started leaking. That nigga did some shit like this. That nigga was bald head for like the first 3 inches of his quarter of his.
Yo,
Did
he notice?
I mean, eventually somebody told him. Yeah, I'm saying I was too busy, but I caught it at the corner of my eye, like, oh, that nigga shit.
And see, that's the like, why run the risk of being out here like that, Joe? Like, is it really that serious? Like, I got gray hair, nigga. I went bald. I don't know how many fucking years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit happens, bro. It's okay.
It happens, man.
You know what I mean?
Embrace your oldness. The
shit. Yeah, man.
Hey, man.
I'm 36, and all the grays I got in my hair, man. Yeah. I'm 36 years old.
It's okay.
I'm 42 years old. I feel like I'm supposed to have gray hair at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, some niggas don't. And if you don't, you know what I mean? Congratulations to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Genetically, you're great.
Right.
But but for those of us who are showing the signs of aging, man, it's okay, bro. It's okay. We made it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We made it, bro.
That's like a badge of honor, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like a battle scar.
So, man, I've been chilling for the past weeks. I went to the Chicago Sky game, opening game.
That's dope.
Opening game. I was working it, so I'm had to catch them coming in, and I gotta tell you, I have never seen the Wintrust Stadium that packed.
Oh, I thought you were about to say some creep shit. Go ahead.
Oh no, I ain't saying no. I mean, Angela Reese. You know what I mean?
I know it's coming.
Yeah, I mean, but she a youngin. You know what I'm saying? She a youngin. I'm 44.
No, I dig, bro. I'm fucking with you.
Dana Evans is my favorite player. She's super cool. I've met her a few times, like as she was, shooting around and leaving the. And I was like, yo, good job, great game today. You did a great thing. But it was dope to see Chicago come out and support the Chicago Sky for the home opener game. And since I work, part of that is part of my job. I think we have like 70% of the tickets sold for jump. Like the whole season.
Shit, that's huge.
You know what I'm saying? So we're like averaging. I think the stadium holds like 10,000. We're averaging anywhere from 7,500 to 9,000 people in the building.
That's
so a round of applause to Chicago for coming out and supporting Chicago Sky, man. I really appreciate that, man.
Yeah, we've been, we just had the other day was that yesterday from the Sky and the Fever. With the
I watched some of that game.
Catlinclark, who's been one of the biggest stories, not just in women's basketball, but in sports in general.
Yeah.
So they've gotten off to a rough start. So, but they actually won their second game of the season yesterday against the Sky.
The Fever did.
The Fever did. So they're 2-8 now. The Sky are 3-4.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but the story really has been about like another example of this was at the game. Well, Catlinclark got the hard foul.
Yep.
And it really was like this one was kind of like they've been giving her hard screens and shit like that. And that's kind of like, okay, that's in the lines of the game. She's a rookie. You know what I'm saying? Like we go, you go through that. It's kind of like a little hazing period, especially like when like the whole spotlight is on you. People gonna be jealous,
of course.
Yeah.
And people gonna want to come at your head. It's like, oh, okay. It's like the saying goes, heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Yes, sir.
But she was like waiting on the inbound pass, and what was her name? Just came and kind of hip checked her to the ground. Kennedy Carter.
Yep.
Yeah, so that actually the WNBA, they just called a common foul in the game when it happened, but they just upgraded the foul to a flagrant one.
Is that
after
one
the fact.
finable? Is that one finable or no?
It doesn't say that she was fined. They fined Angel Reese $1,000 because she didn't speak after the game.
Shit.
Yeah, she didn't make herself available, so she got $1,000 fine. She was probably a little salty because obviously Angel Reese, Catlinclark, they got a little bit of a history.
Yeah, they do.
They Angel Reese. They LSU won. What was it? This was in 22. What was it? Would that be 23? Yeah, it was 23 because that was last year. They won. The LSU beat Iowa in the national championship game in 23, and then next year, Catlinclark got revenge. They made it to the national championship game, but then lost again to South Carolina. So it was like, it was a big matchup. People were all talking about it. And Angel Reese has actually been having a pretty decent year. Catlinclark been struggling. She's been scoring, but she's having a lot of turnovers, and obviously the Fever haven't been winning.
I think she's gonna tee up, bro. I really
Yeah. She gonna. I mean, the girl is good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She gonna tee up. I think it's almost like she point shaving a little bit because it's like if she want to turn it on, bro, it's like you just don't.
I mean, but there is something to be said that, she is making the jump from college to pros. And regardless of it being women's basketball, these women are still professionals.
No, that's
these are the best women basketball players in the world she's going up against.
No, that's
so it's going to be an adjustment period for her. But she's still averaging, I want to say around 20 points a game.
Yeah.
Which is that's she averaging a dub.
I think they've really been treating her bad. And they've been going at her, and I want to play something because you posted this.
Are you talking about Matt Barnes?
Matt Barnes, he says
just real quick. Catlinclark's averaging 16 points, 16.9. So basically 17 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and a steal per game. So I mean, she I mean, so far, I mean, through 10 games as a rookie, she's doing all right. She got a number of 20-point games.
Yeah, I think they just really treating her bad. And one thing I've noticed, the clip I'm about to play for you was Matt Barnes. He was just talking about how they've been treating her in the WNBA, and he was like, "Where's your teammates at?" Hold on, let me go ahead and cue this up.
Going on right now, Catlinclark says she got cheap shotted against the sky. I mean, throughout the season, she's been getting beat up, hard screens, elbows, knocked down. It is what it is. She's not the first. She won't be the last. My issue and my question is, where the fuck are her teammates at? Where y'all at? Where the rest of the Indiana Fever at? I've seen a couple girls smirk when she's got knocked down, half-assed to pick her up. Y'all supposed to protect the asset, protect the star. And all this is the team. She's the star. You always protect your star. I was someone who protected the stars. You fuck with Kobe, CP, Blake, list goes on. It's going to be a problem because you guys are supposed to be a family. And you wonder why you sit at the bottom of the league right now is because y'all don't protect each other, man. Coach don't do shit about it. Players don't do shit about it. Y'all should be ashamed of it. But the rest of the league is going to continue to test her. And that's what they're supposed to do. It's your guys' fucking job to have her back and have each other's back.
You got a point.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's funny because when I saw that post, I rarely go comment diving. But it's like most of the comments were about basically they're not saying y'all not saying anything about Angel Reese, who she has, she's a rookie too. A lot of attention's on her as well, so she's been dealing with her share. But it's like a rookie thing, you know what I mean? But I feel like Catlinclark is the story, so that's why people are talking about her. You know what I'm saying? She for whatever reason, you can say for whatever if you want to say it's because she's white.
I'm so tired of that fucking narrative, but that's a whole nother stuff.
I mean, it may have something to do with it. You know what I mean? Because it's attracting maybe another fan base, but it's not like it's not already a lot of white women's basketball players.
Yeah.
So I can't say this is, but she does. Ain't a whole lot of women's basketball players fucking shooting threes from half court.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? Like that, she's like, and that's what people like now. That's the way Steph Curry changed the game, like the 3-pointer. So she plays an exciting brand of basketball. Like Angel Reese is a fucking power forward. You know what I'm saying? Like she down there begging. Now, she's having a good year as well. She's so far she's averaging 10 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists a game. So she damn near averaging a double.
Right, she right. It ain't like she ain't putting up no numbers.
No. Angel Reese is balling. She out there playing good defense. You know what I'm saying? Like
she is.
Yeah. So she's out there balling.
But the thing about it, I think not to cut you off, but I think with the whole thing, like the difference between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark is I'm at the games. So when Angel Reese gets fouled hard, like she did 2 weeks ago by another player that literally threw her to the ground, her teammates rushed over to help her up. Like Caitlin Clark is not down, and they're not even like really helping her up like that. They like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just.
I think people got to keep in mind as well. Caitlin Clark is arguably the best college basketball player, men's or women's, probably period. Yeah. If you really look at it, nobody in the NCAA, whether it be men's or women's, has had the type of performance that she's had, the accolades that she's had, just the excitement to basketball. I can't think of one player in whether it be men's or women NCAA that has brought as much hype as Caitlin Clark. That's thing number one. Thing number two, when she's coming into a league that, again, I guess you can make the argument that is underappreciated to a degree. I mean, but when it comes to bringing the WNBA to the next level, especially that's needed for monetization, they need somebody, and Caitlin Clark has to be that somebody. It is what it is. So when she eats, everybody else is going to eat. It is like it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying? So like that, I hate the fact that it's being because she's white. No, Caitlin Clark is fucking good, bro. Like you know what I mean? Like,
she be hooping, Joe.
She's a fucking, and she can shoot. She got handles like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She played decent defense. You know what I mean? Like she's not a bum. So it's like y'all gotta understand. Nobody in college has been as hyped as Caitlin Clark. That as much notoriety as she brought, like yo, it just is what it is. Like just accept it. You know, isn't everybody else is gonna eat people act like Angela Reese ain't no big fucking star. Get the fuck out of
here. Yeah, man. You know, but that was shout out to Chicago Sky, man. We're gonna give you a round of applause. I hope y'all guys have a great season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're getting better.
I got some. What you got? Cause I got.
We got to talk about the Bears. Finally getting the hard knock.
Yeah. The Bears, man.
Finally getting the hard knock.
Finally getting hard knocks. They said they wasn't going to do it. Because that's why I was actually kind of shocked when the news came down. But yeah, the Bears are going to be on Hard Knocks this year.
Yeah, I think whoever is Caleb Williams' PR is probably top 5 of all time.
I mean, he's been. So I kind of felt like it was a good possibility that the Bears. Well, I knew they were trying to do it. So because it was been known that the NFL wanted, well, HBO wanted the Bears for Hard Knocks.
Right.
But the Bears were saying that they weren't going to do it. Like Ryan Poles was kind of against the Bears doing Hard Knocks. But I think I don't know what changed. But right now, Caleb Williams is a star already.
Facts.
I will, and I forgot where I heard this at, but it was somebody that said that Caleb Williams is like this. So this NIL era that's been ushered in, like, so Caleb Williams is like the first NFL NIL star coming out of college. Like, you know, he's really like, because as soon as that deal got struck with, like, you know, name, image, and likeness for college players, Caleb Williams was doing fucking Dr. Pepper commercials. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's getting like real money. Like, he got a fucking, I mean, he had a penthouse apartment, California. You know what I'm saying?
Bitches ain't cheap.
Yeah, it's especially on fucking Cali. Like, you know, so but he's also been kind of groomed for this. Like, this is kind of like what he's been doing, what he's been training for. And so you got the number one pick. This is one of the most hyped players to come out of college in a long fucking time. Supposed to be can't miss, generational talent. next Patrick Mahomes. All that remains to be seen. But that's the narrative.
That scares me.
It does. But that's the narrative. So of course HBO wanted that. And then not only that, the Bears are in the Hall of Fame game at Canton this year, right? But also the Bears, a national brand, one of the most loyal fan bases.
Yes. Every game sold out.
In all of sports.
No matter how much we lose, it's always sold out.
Fuck football. Chicago Bears fans are one of the most loyal fan bases in all of sports. And then you combine that with the storyline where you got this supposedly can't miss quarterback for a franchise that arguably has the worst quarterback history.
I give you that. That's a fact.
In the NFL, right?
That's a fact.
So there's a lot of compelling storylines here. And then you got like a stacked roster, made a lot of moves, so it should be good. I'm looking forward to it. And then there was supposed to be like a jinx about like the teams being on Hard Knocks. And
I was just thinking that the other
day. Yeah, but that's been disproven. The records are pretty much even for teams. Of course, last year the Jets were on Hard Knocks, and we all know what happened. 4 fucking plays into the season. But that's not to say that's a one-off. That's not saying that's anything's going to happen to Caleb Williams.
I still say he faked that injury, but that's a whole nother conversation another day.
You think Aaron Rodgers faked?
Yes, he faked. Yeah,
nigga, you saw it pop.
Listen.
You saw the Achilles pop.
Listen.
Okay.
Yeah, I think y'all forgot what I do for a living. I work in physical therapy.
You do.
So I'm not saying that he did. I think it's very suspicious of how quickly he recovered within the season.
When he walking around without.
Well, I'm talking about practicing with no boot on, practicing like doing agility drills. Yeah. I know how long it takes for an Achilles to heal.
Yeah.
Keep it.
How long does it take?
Especially when you're playing sports, professional sports, especially to the highest level, at least a year. At least. Think about. I'll give you 2 examples. Kobe Bryant. What happened after he popped his Achilles? It took him. He lost his spring after that. He
was never the same.
He was never. And it took him a while for him to recover. The other, I won't call this an anomaly because he had 2 years to heal. Arguably, KD. Remember, KD popped his Achilles.
It took him a minute. His first year, when he tried to come back, but it was like, nah, sit your ass down, bro. Mm-hmm. And then they said, and thankfully, I think that was around 20. What was it 2020?
Because that's when he was playing with Golden State.
He was playing with Golden State. Then, but he had 2 years to recover. I mean, matter of fact, even one more. No, that was his ACL. I was about to say Klay Thompson, but I think that was his ACL.
No, he tore his Achilles too.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't remember which one was first. Either he tore his ACL and then his Achilles, or then he tore his Achilles and his.
I'm about to say, I think it is.
Yeah, but he tore both because Klay Thompson was out for a long time.
And look at him now.
Yeah. I mean, he's not the same.
He's not the same. So that's why I say.
So there are a few anomalies. So there have been people that have torn their Achilles. Most recent I remember was Cam Akers. He was a running back. I don't think he plays. He's not with them now, but he was a running back for the Los Angeles Rams. The year they went to the Super Bowl. He tore his Achilles in training camp, and he played in the playoffs. So basically 6 months after he tore his Achilles, he was playing. So now, but Aaron Rodgers playing, that was a pipe dream. It wasn't happening. But either way, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, it's neither here nor there.
You know what I'm saying? But the Bears, man, they're going to be on Hard Knocks. People are predicting the good season, so we're going to see what happens.
Yeah, I like this. This is why I say,
yeah,
regardless of if the Bears have a winning season or not, if Caleb Williams can go to Green Bay and at least not choke, we got ourselves a winner.
We haven't.
We need one. We need somebody that can ball and fucking Green Bay. We just need.
We ain't beat Green Bay in years.
And especially in Green Bay.
No.
Every game. Here's of course. I mean, being a Chicago Bears fan. But I'm just saying, as far as him, if he's just able to hold his composure, make some good plays, don't throw a hella picks. If we lose, but it's not because of him, we good.
So I think. So he's still a rookie, right? Like people look at people because it's good when people like C.J. Stroud come along because like somebody like CJ Stroud came in, you know what I'm saying, like super efficient, not throwing a lot of picks, led his team to the playoffs, won a playoff game, right? But he's one in a million.
That's
bro.
that's why I say that's why I say if we have a decent or even if we have a losing season. Just if Caleb Williams does his job as a quarterback, because everybody got to keep, even with C.J. Stroud, yeah, he's an anomaly, but he also only plays one side of the ball. So on his side of the ball, he did phenomenally.
Yeah.
If Caleb Williams can play, if he can play his position adequately, which isn't asking for a lot,
Right.
if he's adequate, especially in Green Bay, oh, we good.
Yeah.
That's all that shows you how low my expectations are. You know what I mean? Like I've learned, I'm trying, and I think I was openly critical about Caleb Williams on this podcast before, only because all the shit that at least all the shit that was flying around him saying that he didn't want to come to Chicago and is that a third.
Yeah, I think that was all bullshit. I think because you never really
shout out to his PR. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Shout out to because before remember he did also. It sounded like it was true based off what I was reading at that time. It was said that he didn't even want to manage an agent. Like he wanted to do everything on his own. Now all of a sudden he has all this representation. That's why I said shout out to his public rep. Like he made a complete 180. Caleb Williams was coming off as this bratty ass ungrateful bastard. That's how he came across. Then all of a sudden, when it came close to draft time, it was like a light switch. He went from this ungrateful asshole to now I'll be great. If the Bears come, I'll be happy to play for the Bears. I'm gonna do this. And next, he came up with the whole Bears claw symbol and shit.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what it was more than anything because you saw a lot of Caleb Williams, but you didn't hear a lot from Caleb Williams. So people were kind of like, so the things you saw were like the painted fingernails, him crying at the game on his mother's shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. And I felt like it wasn't more so like Caleb Williams, like creating this thing around him. I think it was what people were creating this for him. Yeah. Like I don't think any of that was really his fault. I think the narrative started to change when you started to hear more from him. Personally,
I give you that. That's fair.
Because he did that. He had a really good interview with The Pivot, one of my favorite podcasts with Ryan Clark, Fred Taylor, and Channing Crowder. Mm-hmm. He had an interview with them. They did that at his crib, at his fucking apartment in Los Angeles. And so it kind of like. So I know for me personally, I watched it because like you hear so much about him. It was just like, okay, I want to listen. I want to hear the shit from him. I want to hear what he got. And this was before he got drafted. This was right before the draft. And I mean, just the way he sounded, it kind of like I left watching that interview impressed. So I don't know. I hope for the best. You know, it's not a perfect science. There's been plenty of can't miss prospects that have come out and failed miserably.
Shout out to Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel. Well, he was a little bit different. Johnny Manziel didn't fucking. He didn't watch film.
We talking about hype. No. We talking about hype.
Just
specifically, Johnny. Of course, he's just a whole nother story. I'm just saying when it comes to hype, especially QBs. The only other, I would say Caleb Williams wasn't as hyped as Johnny Manziel, but it's a pretty decent amount of buzz.
Yeah. But Caleb Williams he should be like since can't miss coming out because like people want to compare him to Patrick Mahomes. Nobody knew who the fuck Patrick Mahomes was. The only one I remember of this caliber coming out of college was probably Andrew Luck. Because Andrew Luck was really like can't miss. Like he's gonna be like
where is he now?
Oh, he fucking retired.
He retired.
Yeah, he killed. He was a beast.
His rookie for sure.
No, yeah, he had some good years, but he definitely retired early. Basically was just like, man, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So we gonna see. Shout out to the Bears. Shout out to Caleb Williams.
Yeah, shout out to the Bears. You know what I'm saying? Let me get these festivals out. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been invited to 2 festivals.
Oh, nice. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our homegirl Rika. You know what I'm saying? Juneteeth block party at the Woodlawn on June 19th. We would definitely be in the building. Make sure y'all definitely follow through.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time. Last year was a great vibe.
Yeah, we had a real good time last year.
We was on 79th Street.
On the 9.
On the 9.
I didn't been ever since every year since it's only been a few years now since they started celebrating Juneteenth, but every year that they've had that block party. I've been up there, and it's been, you know what I'm saying?
Been decent time.
Yeah, I've had a good time.
It's
every
real
year.
good time.
That area has gotten a lot better in general.
Yeah. And it's a good vibe. So make sure y'all check out Juneteeth block party at the Woodlawn, June 19th, man. Shout out to Riker. Shout out to everybody out there. Also, shout out to Full Fest. You know what I'm saying? They reached out to us. You know what I'm saying? There is July 6th. I think, July 6th. So, yeah, Full Fest out there. It's going to be decent, too. I went out there last year, and they let me host. We did a little interview. I never really did get the footage from that. I got to holler at the dude again, like, man. But it was great, man. So, Full Fest is out, full effect. You going to see us in the streets this summer. And also, man, y'all got to make sure y'all get y'all tickets to the Chosen Few. Chosen Few picnic is definitely coming up. You know what I'm saying? I told you guys I was going to definitely keep y'all in tune on the latest. Yeah. You've been for the last few years.
The last few years, nigga. I've gone every year.
Every year.
I can't tell you the last time I missed one.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I've never been to one.
You've never been?
And I wanted to like. I know, man.
It's a great time.
I'm making a commitment right now. I'm gonna hold myself to it. Y'all can hold me to it. I'm going.
July 13th. Chosen Few.
Say less.
Shout out to Terry Hunter.
It's the 13th this year.
Yeah, July 13th on a Saturday.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Well, what's up? You might have to re-rate, move some shit around.
Yeah, just I'll figure it out.
Hey, shout out.
That date did something to Rell, bro.
Right. He's like,
oh shit.
Damn. What day is it? Figure it out. Well, man, shout out to Wayne Williams. Shout out to Terry Hunter. Shout out to Alan King. Shout out to the whole Chosen Few squad. Definitely get your tickets, chosenfew.com. It's definitely going to be a great vibe. Now? We're definitely going to be in the bit. I'm definitely going to be there.
They on sale?
I haven't been in years. Huh?
They on sale now?
Yeah, they on sale now. Tickets on sale. Yeah, tickets been on sale for a minute.
Yeah, they a little. They went up a little bit.
Yeah, they went up.
They went up a little bit.
What's a little bit?
I'll let you look at it.
Well, I don't even know. I didn't even check them out.
They
about 100?
They about about that.
Inflation.
Yeah, inflation's a motherfucker, man.
Hey, man.
I actually hold on. I think this let me not misquote. I know the price went up. I have not purchased mine yet. I'm always every year. I'm like
I don't even have a connection here, man. Hold on. Chosen Few picnic.
Yeah, I'm trying to see now.
I know you got a signal. You got Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. You know what? Actually, when you go to the website, it don't have a price on there.
They're gonna say as soon as you go to the cart.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, man. So make sure y'all get Chosen Few tickets, man.
Is it like a specific seating? Y'all gotta explain this to me, bro.
Nah, it's really no seating arrangement.
So general admission is $80.
Okay.
So, but obviously, then there's gonna be fucking taxes and fees, so it's gonna be close to $100.
Close to $100.
Well, how much is the VIP?
What do you give a VIP? What you do?
So the VIP, so usually they have. I've been to the VIP one time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, VIP admission is sold out anyway.
They have like basically every black-owned restaurant in there. Mm-hmm. Damn near free. Like they give appetizers. Word. There's liquor sponsors, so it's like free alcohol, like Ciroc. They do have a bar where you can buy liquor too. But it's just, it's off to the side of the stage, shit like that. But that's cool, like if you just trying to politic and meet, people from Chicago. But the real party's in the crowd.
In the general admission, of course.
In the crowd, that's when you feel the bass, you feel the music, you get a chance to vibe, walk around. Now, I'm probably gonna try to figure out the VIP situation so I can move back and forth, but definitely Chosen Few. And I've been blowing that line up every week. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Y'all seen the messages. I need y'all here on the podcast soon, ASAP. You know what I'm saying?
Again, man. God.
Hey, nigga, don't make me show up at your Hey, fam. I'm gonna be with the microphone like. So how did y'all start? Chosen Few. Hit record. Rell, man, what you got for us with the weird news, man?
Weird news. Some couple of You always got a couple.
Yeah, no, I swear, bro, I don't know where the fuck you be finding this shit, man. I gotta check your search history.
The internet. So this one is more interesting. So AI has been a big topic, right? About how people are using it, what people can do with it, what the capabilities are. So this particular case, somebody used AI to get somebody else in trouble. So a Baltimore area teacher is accused of using AI to make his boss appear racist. A Maryland high school athletic director is facing criminal charges after police say he used artificial intelligence to duplicate the voice of Pikesville High School principal Eric Icewert, leading the community to believe Icewert said racist and anti-Semitic things about teachers and students.
Wait. One goddamn minute. Say what?
Let me finish. So Dazan, his name is spelled Dazhaon. Dazan Darian was 31 years old, was arrested on charges of stalking, theft, disruption of school operations, and retaliation against a witness after a months-long investigation from the Baltimore County Police Department. Darian's alleged scheme began in January in an attempt to retaliate against Icewert, investigators wrote in the charging documents provided to NPR. The two men were at odds with each other over Darian's work performance challenges, police wrote. Icewert launched an investigation into Darian in December of 2023 over potential mishandling of $1,916 in school funds. The money was paid to a person hired as an assistant girls soccer coach, but the person never did the job, according to police. Further, Icewert had reprimanded Darian for firing a coach without his approval. Icewert had told Darian that his contract was possibly not being renewed next semester, according to the arrest warrant. The audio clip, the catalyst for the investigation, had profound repercussions, the charging documents read. It not only led to Icewert's temporary removal from the school, but also triggered a wave of hate-filled messages on social media and numerous calls to the school. The recording also caused significant disruptions for the PHS staff and students. And basically, it was like some software that didn't cost a lot, and he was able to basically just like on some chat GPT type in what you want him to say, and then it records it in his voice. But they were able to quickly snuff it out. But this is like consumer based. Like he was just able to, a 31 regular ass nigga was able to get this shit off the internet. You know what I'm saying?
And mind you, AI isn't fully refined yet.
Oh no.
Well, the consumer version isn't refined.
Yeah. So if he was able to get this shit off the internet, just imagine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Scary as
wow.
So with the whole like the voice recording, the deep fake shit, the technology is.
Sometimes I've heard stories of like when they spam call you, and like when you pick up the phone,
it don't say yes or anything like that.
Yeah, like when you say hello, and you don't hear nothing, they said just hang up.
Yeah,
just hang up, because if you say anything else, then if it is a scam, they're able to record your voice and use that shit. There was a story in I think Virginia where they used the dad's voice and said they had his daughter for ransom.
Yeah.
And they was trying to like get money for ransom.
They've been doing that. They'll use AI to duplicate somebody's voice and make it seem like somebody's being kidnapped and try to get ransom. Yeah, the shit's getting wild out here, bro.
I'm about to say, didn't I send y'all a video?
I think you probably did.
And
possibly.
It had. Hold on, my bad. Y'all keep going.
No, this AI shit it'd be crazy, bro.
Yeah, man. So
it's a whole nother level of shit.
Yeah, so something to think about.
Scary.
So this one is a little bit different.
Okay.
It's kind of gross.
Nice.
Dog eats $4,000 stack of cash. A Pennsylvania dog is rolling in it, but not the way you may be thinking. I didn't write that. That wasn't mine. According to his owner,
definitely a dad joke.
Right. According to his owners, Cecil, a 7-year-old golden doodle, was a bit hungry and ate $4,000 in cash. Carrie and Clayton Law said they recently placed an envelope with cash on their kitchen table. They were saving it for a home improvement project in their neighborhood in Pittsburgh. The couple recovered the cash, turned expensive appetizer, but it was easier said than done. They had to wait and wait for Cecil to go to the bathroom and vomit to get their cash back. They sifted through Cecil's vomit and feces to recover as much of the money as possible. And of course, it was gross and in pieces.
There's absolutely no way they thought they won't be able to recover that.
Oh no, but they did.
What?
Yeah, hold on, let me finish. Said it took us about 3 days to recover everything and then wash, dry, and tape it, Carrie said. The puzzle process took several hours and lots of patience because we had to keep waiting for him to go to the bathroom until we could get more pieces. We've been able to recover around 3,550 so far, Carrie said.
Word.
We have around 400 in totally mutilated bills. We might frame some of those. So
they're going to frame the shit bills.
So somebody, y'all going to give this shitty money to people. And they're not going to know. This money came out of a dog's ass. Y'all done taped this shit together.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold up. So let me just break this down to y'all.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, I'm watching this dog shit. I'm watching the people put the shit into a Swifter, run water on it to drain the shit off the dollar bills. Then you're going to have to wait to let it dry because you can't tape it. And then you take time out your day to piece the shit together like it's a puzzle.
I mean,
for how much money?
I mean,
4,000.
4,000.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
that's a pretty significant, especially if you don't have 4,000 to just give.
I mean, obviously, it was very significant to them. Like, so 4,000 now. If I just lost $4,000 right now, if my account was $4,000 less than what the fuck it is right now, I would be highly fucking pissed.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't even think I would. It wouldn't come into my mind that I'm going to go dig in my dog's shit to get this money back
and wash this shit off
and sit there and piece it together and tape it. And then once again, I said they're going to give this money to people.
I mean,
they're going to give this shit laced money to people for goods and services.
To be fair, isn't all paper money or a good majority of paper money have traces of fecal matter on it already?
That is cocaine.
This is true. So it's like, so I mean, they took, but here's the time. Hold on, Rell. Wait, hold on here.
Okay.
Hear me out.
Okay.
Hear me out.
Okay.
So that I'm almost positive that is true. And
because people don't wash their hands. People are filthy.
Right,
people are filthy animals.
So at least they took the time to wash it.
And you know what I mean? Sidebar, you'll be surprised how many people don't wash their hands after they piss.
I'm not surprised.
I be in the bathroom and I'm sitting there wash my hands. I literally watch dude come in, piss, and just walk straight out.
I've seen
people come taking the shit, come right out of the stall.
I swear I seen that
walk
shit too,
right
bro.
the fuck out.
And I swear I want to go right behind him. Get your nasty ass in here and wash your fucking hands,
I'm like,
bro.
hey, he didn't wash his hands.
They're probably like, oh, you wash your I don't wash mine either.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
that's what people supposed to do.
Yeah, bro. So
that's
nasty, crazy.
Yeah, so but I mean, kudos to them because that's some fucking dedication. And I was surprised they was able to get back damn near all the fucking money.
I hope they should that they should take it to the bank, put it in the bank, and then withdraw a new. I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
So and it's like, so you come to the bank and you have this wad of very wrinkled, taped together
don't ask no
bills
questions.
of money. It's just like, so are they? I couldn't have.
They'll take it. They'll because I've had a few instances where I've accidentally ripped. I'm not gonna say a significant amount of being broke at the time. Yeah, if I had like even if it's $40-$50 I need to put in the bank or something. If it was torn, I take that bitch back together. and they said they would take it, especially if they can tell, if the serial number matches or whatever, blah blah blah. Right. All that has to be seen.
So that's the thing. So you got to match serial numbers. You got to have this is legit. Like how the fuck I really. I would be interested in knowing how they did it. I wouldn't want to see footage of you like sifting through shit
and vomit.
It's shit and vomit. It's just and then it's thinking like you got to think about what that's not.
Okay. Here's a better question than Rell. Here's a better question. How much money would your dog have to eat for you to do the same thing? Because Because here's my thing. For them, $4 bands is a lot of money.
So,
and they probably needed that $4 bands for something. So what? How much money would it take for you to end up doing that? Like your dog ate this amount of money, and it's like, fuck it, I need this money.
I can't even say, bro. Like I would just with some shit like that happen, I'd be thinking about like, okay, how am I gonna get this money back?
Yeah.
What am I gonna do to remake this money? You know what I'm saying? Like what lick can I hit real quick?
So it don't matter. It don't matter to much.
I mean, bro, it's like because at that point it's just like money is gone. You know what I mean? Like so okay, there are a few things. For one, I don't like to leave. Like if I got that much cash in hand, then I'm going to go do something with it. Like I'm not leaving it around. Like I like to keep cash reserves, but not all in like one space.
Yeah.
So if I got a large stack of bills, I'm gonna keep that pretty close because I'm about to go do something.
Well,
with it,
yeah,
you know
but I'm just saying. But you know,
but in the event that like, bro, if it would have.
Hey, it's something out, nigga. You just don't want to say it because like you do the same
it would have to be a lot, bro. Like tens of thousands of dollars. Like if somehow,
that's
right.
yeah. Like if somehow I had like a fucking duffel bag full of $100 bills. It was like 20 grand, and I came home with my dog, then ate all of that shit. First off, fucking dog is out of here.
Yeah, I was just about to
Sorry, fam.
First order business.
So
give it to the dog.
actually, what the fuck? I mean, Fido done had a good life. We finna euthanize this dog, and I'm finna cut this motherfucker's stomach open.
Damn. Here goes Jeffrey Dahmer the dog.
No, I mean it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? We get another dog.
Hey, it's 20 grand.
No,
20 grand.
I'm sorry, but shit, you sealed your fate, dog.
Right. No, bro, real shit.
Yeah, no, because if we gonna get it, we gonna get it that way. I'm not sifting through no shit.
Wow.
I will say this, yo, bro. Like, if it was, especially, let's just say, like, I'm trying to buy like a house or something, or this was like a down payment for something.
Yeah, because if I got 20 grand sitting somewhere, like I'm doing something with this. This is for a specific purpose, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I got all this cash right here,
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. All right, so like, look, since we're talking about things that we would or would not do.
Okay.
All right.
Let me see the segue. Go ahead. Keep going. You was almost there.
So, I have to ask you guys, what is a no when it comes to dating? Make it quick.
That's I don't know, it's kind of.
Well, like, what's a no? Like, when you talk to a young lady and she says something, you like, nope, I can't do it.
Like right out the gate, like as soon as she says this,
bring your kids around me.
Oh hell, that's
I've had motherfuckers show up like we just met and this our first time hanging out and you done brought your shorty.
Okay,
that shit is.
Now let me rephrase it. Something crazy.
That is crazy.
That is.
Well,
crazy.
not anything crazy. I wouldn't say crazy. Because what I'm about to go into is something that's not crazy in that sense.
So wait, I'm confused. So you want something crazy, but nothing not.
Well, it's just something that you date a young lady, and something happens. You're like, no, I can't date this young lady no more.
Like the first date?
No, not the first date. It could be like a month, maybe a month
in?
or two.
So if it's a month in, I'm already smashing for sure. Or at least it better be. Or I would say it's like absolutely not.
Okay.
I would say I don't know. I mean, I hate to piggyback. It would have to be. It'll be one or two things.
Okay.
One, my kids or her kids trying to like. Oh, if she makes mention about introduction of children,
Yeah.
absolute no go.
Okay.
Like I'm like, sayonara, bye. I ain't talking to you no more.
All right.
And I would say. She don't give head. That's a no go.
Yours was the kids too early.
Yeah, kids too early.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, not too long ago, I ran into one of my homeboys that I used to work with, not at Carson's, and me and him was just catching up. We was at he came to Wintrust, and I had a little time, so we just catching up and shit like that. And he's like, man, bro, congratulations on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, man, for sure. And he was like, I wanted to talk to you and ask you your thought about this. Now, this is a trigger warning before we go any further for anybody that has this syndrome, okay? So Tourette syndrome is a nervous system disorder involving repetitive movements and unwanted sounds.
Yo, I cannot laugh, brother. Fuck, man.
So, my man's, he's been dating this young lady. They never met. They was just talking. They met each other on a dating app. And they was talking through text message and through just regular conversations. And he was like, everything was great, bro. We have great conversation. Everything's cool. Now it's time for the first date. Mind you, I've been talking to this young lady for a month and a half before we even went on our first date. Because she was like, I really want to get to know you type shit. You know what I'm saying?
And this was all through text messages?
Through text messages and phone calls. Okay. We're going to go back to the phone calls in a minute. So he goes to pick her up. He picks her up. She gets in the car. They vibing, great conversation. His homeboy, she was like, can you turn the music? That's my song. So he turns the music up on the car. So they in the car, they riding Lakeshore Drive. They vibing. You know what I'm saying? He noticed, looks to us to the side. He noticed her, like, you know what I mean? He's thinking she's going to the beat. It's, that's just her song. His homeboy calls him, which cuts off the music. And he hears something that he just didn't know what the fuck that was. His homeboy called. He picks up. Yo, what up? He's like, what the fuck was that? What the fuck is that? What was that?
I'm about to step off for a second, bro.
He's talking to his homeboy. And he's like, yo, I'm on a date right now, man. Let me hit you back. You know what I'm saying? This is our first date. His homeboy like, yo, yeah, let me know how it went. Hangs up the phone. He looks to Shorty. Are you okay? She's like, I got to tell you something. Oh my God. So he's like, what? So he's like, I'm kind of panicking at this moment. And she was like, I have Tourette's. And he's like, we talked on the phone. But she's like, well, when we talked on the phone, sometimes I tell you to hold on. I'm like, he's like, yeah. And she's like, so I was in a bad car accident 5 years ago, and I had hair trauma, and it triggered Tourette's. So when I get nervous, it acts up. So it's not funny, but it's just a crazy situation that happens. So he continued the date. He was like, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Don't even worry about it. He didn't know if it was going to get bad or not. So he's thinking in his head, like, dude, she's fine as hell. She's funny. She's smart. We get along. Great conversation. Body's banging. Fuck it. I'm going to just go ahead and go to dinner. It gets worse. Okay. He goes to dinner. And they sit in there. So he was like, he wants to know. So he asked her, like, what's going on? Like, how did this happen? She told him how it happened. He said, okay. So he basically, every time you get really nervous that this is going to happen. And she's like, yes. So before they get into the restaurant, she was like, can you just give me a hug? And he's like, why? And she's like, because I'm getting nervous and I don't want to embarrass you in this restaurant. Like, I need to calm down. So he gives her a hug, give her a kiss on the cheek. She's like, okay, I'm cool. Luckily, they went to a restaurant that was kind of noisy. So he during the date, during the conversation, she had a couple of outbursts. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what? Like type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? He said her Tourette's she will always mention the last thing she said louder or repetitive. Right? So he was like, like he said, luckily they was in a restaurant. So, a lot of people didn't hear it, so it wasn't too embarrassing. So it was cool. So they get out of the restaurant, we're on the ride home. Now he's really tripping out because he's like, oh shit, The first ride home after that first date is the most nerve-wracking shit because you don't know if you're going to sleep with this person, what's going to happen, if you're going to make out, what's going to happen. So he gets in the car, they ride home. So we get out the car. So she's walking.
Nigga, don't. All right.
They go to the door.
Because you gonna make me laugh. So just
they go to the door.
Okay, my bad.
And it's time for the kiss goodnight.
Fuck, man. Okay, all right.
So he goes in, leaves in for the kiss. He's like, we making out. She's a great fucking kisser. And out of the blue, she's like, ah! With the tongue in the mouth. Tongue in the mouth and all. Please. This is not, we're not making fun of this situation. I'm just really explaining the story as it was told to me. Okay. I cannot control people's reactions. Please do not be easily offended. So.
Oh, I'm crying and I'm not even laughing.
So this happens. So I asked him, like, what happened after that? And he's like, well, we haven't had sex yet. Yet. He like, we made out, we was cool, and she said, I need to calm down. Because like she said, when I get nervous, this is when it generates.
It's when it happens.
This is when it happens. So he's thinking in his head. So he asked me, bro, what should I do when that time comes to have sex? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the makeout part, the hitting it from the back, missionary. Like he like, I don't mean, no homo, but I like to do some wild, crazy things. I don't want to. He like, I don't know if she going to be screaming for pleasure or just screaming because of the syndrome. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going to happen. I was like, bro, like, if you really like her, you might have to do it. Because she said it only comes when she's nervous. Maybe after she gets used to you, she won't be nervous anymore, and it may not be as bad.
I mean, I feel like, so her having Tourette's, I mean, everybody has their thing, right? I don't feel like her having Tourette's should like disqualify.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But it's definitely something that would be an adjustment for sure.
Can you imagine the first time she meets his parents?
But my parents would know. I would tell them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You gotta.
You gotta tell them.
Yeah. You gotta tell anybody that you care about before y'all meet. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look. And you ain't gotta say, you just like, hey, don't tell her I told you. But you're like, if something happens, she says something weird or she makes some weird noises. Don't freak out. She's okay. She just, you know what I'm saying?
This is what it is.
Yeah, it's just, and this, I mean, it's kind of, it's fucked up when you hear about like people that have, because like that shit like that happens. Like people will have brain injuries, something, something that beyond their control, and they end up, dealing with something.
And she said she was been single for 2 years, and he couldn't figure out. Like he showed me a picture of her, and I couldn't believe it. Yeah. I was like, Lord Jesus.
I'm gonna sound real bad right now. What's her at?
He didn't give me her at. He just showed me a picture of her on the phone.
You trying
to see?
I gotta be honest with you, brother.
I gotta see it.
I gotta see it.
But
cause here's my thing. They just keep it real. Cause I'm real. I'm with you. If I'm holler at a bro, let's say I met her online, whatever the case is, and we go out, she has Tourette's. That's not an automatic deal breaker. If she's bad. Now, if you're a tip drill,
if you're a 5 out of 10, might be.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, look, everybody needs love. I don't disagree with that, but you ain't bad enough for me to have to do this shit.
Yeah,
you see, that's fucked up, bro. Like, why did I say that? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's so fucked up. But real shit.
I mean,
here's my like. Okay.
So you got to pick a struggle.
You see what I'm saying?
You got to pick a struggle.
You can't be ugly and have Tourette's. You can only shit. That was fucked up. You can't have both. Yo, I'm so yo.
Hey, but you know what? In news, they are still dating.
Shout out to them, man. Hey,
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
I
him,
hope
man.
they make it.
Because my man's he holding in. I shout him out, man.
Hey, I ain't gonna. Hey, look for real. Hey, real shit. Hey, look. Women, I expect y'all to say the same shit. You know that y'all more brutal than niggas out the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Women would be like, "Oh, this nigga can't be below 5'10".
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
You got everything else going for an 800 credit score,
All
great
that
job.
shit, hell
Oh,
yeah.
that nigga 5'9", I'll pass.
Right, yeah. That is true. So, matter of fact, I don't feel bad for having the shit I'm saying. But I will say this. Just to repeat.
Yeah, man.
I'll go.
But only so far.
Yeah, I will.
If you're a 10.
If you, hey,
Yeah,
I say 8. I ain't going below an 8 though.
8.5.
Yeah. I was just like, man, bro, that's crazy. You got some more weird news?
Nah, man. That is
Like, how do you top that shit?
Yeah, no.
All right, so
Well, I mean, outside of fucking, Donald Trump being convicted of felonies.
Yo, hey, you know what's crazy? I still think he's gonna win.
I mean, he definitely. So
he is going to, he is going to win. I don't give a damn with nobody. I still think he's going to win.
so Donald Trump is 34 accounts?
So Donald Trump became the first former American president to be convicted of felony crimes, as a New York jury found him guilty of all 34 charges in the scheme to illegally influence the 2016 election through a hush money payment to a porn actor who said the two had sex. So basically, it's election fraud, right? Mm-hmm. So he's doing things and making payments under the table, making illegal payments to her. It wasn't just, I don't think it was just her. She was the main witness.
You know, she has a whole documentary.
Oh, yeah, of course she does.
Of course you're right, you know.
Yeah.
Of course she does, yeah, for sure.
But so the crazy thing is, the judge, now obviously he's going to appeal, but right now, his sentencing is set for July 11th. And that's just days before the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, where GOP leaders who remain resolute in their support in the aftermath of the verdict are expected to formally make him their nominee. So right after this nigga is sentenced, now he may not. I think it carries a maximum of 4 years in prison. He probably won't go to jail for this.
No, he's not.
Yeah. That's
okay.
If Donald Trump, they actually sentence him to jail, I would be shocked. But the felonies are still there.
Yeah,
He's
still
been
there.
So unless he goes to an appeal, and this overturned via appeal, those felony convictions stay. But ironically, and this is what's crazy about this situation. A lot of people have spoken of this, but if you convicted of a felony, you can't vote. So he can't vote for himself.
But he can still run.
But you can still run.
Ain't that crazy?
And win.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. I think I mentioned it on a while ago. Like, sometimes I wish, and I know this is way impossible to do, I wish we can redo a lot of shit that is in the laws. Like especially like some of the things of the Constitution definitely needs to be revised.
I mean, you can, but it's a long fucking process.
It's a long process,
yeah, and
right?
you have to have you had the House and the Senate.
Yeah,
that's
that bullshit. Like, look, man, this shit wrong, bro.
You need a government.
Yeah, you need.
I mean, we need a government, but there's some things that should just be like, okay, bro, this was made for 200 years ago.
I mean, the laws, the way they're created, transcend time. So as far regardless if you agree with them or disagree with them, you know what I mean. So it's like they are set to there are a base for you to build, and your federal laws are obviously going to be over your state laws. But the way that especially as the original law states federally, is like, all right, this is the base law. Each and every state, you can do what you want, but you have to base it off of this.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying. So it's like, I hear what y'all saying, but I hear when people say that, but then it's like I don't think people look at the alternative of how the fuck that shit works. You know what I mean?
So do you think he could win?
Hell
yeah, he could win.
What? Hell yeah.
People are so. we live in a world now where we've talked about this. Facts don't really matter, right? It's pretty much based on how you feel and what you choose to believe.
That's right.
And of course, Trump is, coming out immediately saying that this has been a sham trial and this is a witch hunt and that, this was the judge is corrupt and he's compromised and they were just out to get him. And, and a lot of his supporters and followers
still believe.
Yeah, they echo those same sentiments. They believe what he's saying to them. They believe that he has been wrongfully persecuted by the United States government, and that's why we need him in office. So that this can continue to happen to people. So now, they've kind of, in the eyes of his supporters, have further turned Donald Trump into a martyr. Really and a sympathetic figure. So so basically the people that were already like staunch supporters of Donald Trump, this will do nothing to deter them from voting for him, right? And the fact of the matter, so this is in my lifetime, we've never had shittier choices. We've never had a shittier choice than what we have right now. We have fucking Donald J. Trump, who's a fucking racist, billionaire, narcissist, psychopath. There's a lot of fucking negative adjectives you could throw at this man's way, right? They say, he's a businessman, but he's not a great businessman. He's never really. It's not a good choice, right? But then it's like, okay, Joe Biden won.
Ain't no better.
But he won on the platform of running basically, I'm not Donald Trump. That was his whole platform. But now you then came in here and basically stunk up the joint for the past 4 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They call you Sleepy Joe. You look old and senile out here. You look like you're not.
He ain't gonna make it another 2 years,
right,
G.
so you look like you're unfit for office. And it really is a concern. Would he last another 4 years of being president? So now, the fact that you are not Donald Trump just isn't enough anymore. So there's so many people that are either indifferent or, and also, got to throw this in there. This whole Israel Gaza shit has furthermore put a dent in Joe Biden's supporter base.
Yeah.
It has put a huge major dent because
that and the Ukraine shit.
Yeah. So the Ukraine, but people, honestly, because when last time you heard somebody talk about Ukraine? People have forgot about that shit, even though it's still going on. It's still going on, but people have forgot about it. Yeah, people have forgot about that shit. But this Israel Gaza, the Palestinian situation, is. It is constant. Like every day, you're still seeing people talk about it. I mean, which it's pretty fucked up what's going on over there. But people are holding Joe Biden damn near personally responsible for what's going on,
which is crazy because that part I still don't understand.
There's definitely a lot of American aid going on, but Israel, Israel is America is a staunch ally of Israel.
I'm about to say that's the thing. There's no true fault of Joe Biden because if he goes against Israel, oh shit, like.
Well, that's a whole other can of worms.
Right, exactly. So I'm with you.
So to your point, if Donald Trump was president right now, he'd be doing the same fucking thing.
Probably.
He'd probably just be saying some wild and crazy shit while he was doing it, but it would still be going down. It's really like, but people are so you can look at Joe Biden and see like, okay, I mean, he's not that great, right? But then you have people that look at President Trump like he is the savior. Like he is what, like Donald Trump is what we need to turn this country around. And that's the part that really gets me. And but I mean that's where we are. And it's like we got to. Well, the first debate I believe is this month.
Yeah, they agreed to. Matter of fact, didn't they agree to 2 individual debates? If I'm not mistaken, before the official nominations.
So wait, let me ask you something. If Trump, hypothetically speaking, if he doesn't run, who would be The Republican candidate.
Shit, your guess is about to be as good as
Yeah,
what's gonna be the
I don't know,
Democratic.
'cause-
And
if Joe Biden don't run,
if he doesn't run, and to say if Joe Biden wins, and he dies,
then the vice president becomes president.
that ain't no.
so we got a black woman president.
Kamala Harris, which
Hey, look, I'm all
Which
for.
hold on. We ain't seen that bitch. I'm sorry not to call you a bitch. I'm sorry.
You know, yeah, for first black woman, yeah, but fuck the accolade shit. But I don't trust her either, bro. Like, let's keep it a buck.
I mean, I don't trust any national politician.
You see what I'm saying?
But-
So it's like
True.
it was like, oh yeah, we'll have a black woman president. So the fuck what, nigga? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. And honestly, bro, like, if you think that we get the vitriol we got from Obama being president, you put a black woman in that motherfucker, Joe. It really just seems like whatever happens with this election, the next 4 years are about to be fucking bananas.
Hey, so
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. That's who the fuck.
my next question, yeah, what country you gonna move to?
No, hey, look.
What country we moving to?
Robert F. Kennedy. See, everybody keep forgetting that he's running too. That man is a viable option, but everybody not. He's not getting the support.
So
bro.
if this,
What's the name that's running for president? Cornel West.
I ain't voting for fucking Cornel.
he runs every year. I mean, well, every 4 years, whatever. He always
Really?
So
Cornel West is a very intelligent man.
Nah, I wouldn't.
I
I'm
wouldn't
not voting
put
for that
that
nigga.
nigga.
Hell no.
He's never been in any sort of public office. He's never run an organization. He's never, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But
Sorry,
but
man.
no, if this would be the year, I feel like for somebody to come through, I believe they would have had to have started their campaign a lot sooner.
Yeah.
But if there was ever gonna be like a real third party candidate,
These nuts.
right? This would be the year to do it.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr., bro, he is. That's the thing. Like that, he is. Like look him up. Like he is.
No, I haven't been paying. I know he's running. I haven't paid much attention to.
Yo,
him.
he's been making. He's made a lot of headway. The only thing of it is.
He ain't got the real support.
That's the thing. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. now, in my opinion, has enough support where if he wanted to help sway a vote one way or the other, he could. He's in that. If he's
Republican
not there,
or
he's close.
Democrat.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he's running. I think he's running independent or Democrat. He's definitely not a Republican. But if there is an option available, it is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. But nobody is talking about, bro. Like he is, and he has been running for well over. I think he announced it last year. So he's been running for a minute. He has a lot of support. But as like perfect example, y'all didn't even know. But he has a lot of support, bro. He's been running for a minute.
Hey,
and the thing of it is, but here's the kick. It's no fault to y'all. But the thing is like, unfortunately, we just have the system is first of all is more than two parties.
It's more about entertainment.
It's not even. I mean, as far as let me back up even further. I don't trust either side. They all working together. In my personal opinion, but I would much rather go with somebody politically and as far as not necessarily talking points, but their general politics that is somewhat close to the middle. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is close to the middle. Trump is all the way right. Biden is all the way left.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Even if they both weren't, I think both of them niggas racist as fuck. But even if they weren't super racist, if they were both of age, because Biden is damn good. I think he's gonna be 82 if he ends up running again and makes it 4 years. Trump is not too far behind him in his age. Everybody keep forgetting Trump is in his late 70s.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So he's old too. So we can't use the age shit against Biden. So it's like if I can encourage anybody to do anything when it comes to election, look at Robert F. Kennedy Jr. That's who I'm gonna vote for.
How you feel is how I feel about Andrew Yang back in the day.
Which is and that's the thing, Andrew. Like the only thing that threw me off by Andrew Yang was the whole universal income thing. Like I'm like that was no other conversation of the day, but that's nothing that threw me off with him. But Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Like when it comes to somebody that has a large influence that can make
and he has the name.
And
he has the name,
and everybody loved it, daddy. Everybody loved Kennedy.
You have the name, you know.
Right, and everybody loved it. Kennedy was a dope president.
You know what?
To my understanding,
Robert F. Kennedy, you got my vote because I ain't vote for Biden or Trump.
That's so. I've
been sitting here kind of like, obviously I can't read too much. So he is running independent.
Independent, okay, yeah, he
is running independent. He's got some interesting headlines. That would have to delve through. Obviously, headlines can only take so much.
I did.
So just go through a couple right quick. DNC files third complaint against RFK Jr. Super PAC alleging shady fundraising practices and concealment.
Because they don't want him to come to that convention. He's trying to go to the convention and debate with them, but they won't let him in.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like that, they're like, because they know how powerful he is already.
Yeah. I mean, he's a Kennedy. So
he's a Kennedy. You see what I'm saying? It's like that. That's just that long, which is true.
Yeah. So he did say that RFK Jr. calls Trump's trial profoundly undemocratic. RFK Jr. warns Trump conviction will backfire on Democrats and is bad for our democracy. I honestly don't really disagree with that. I don't. People celebrating and thinking that this Trump conviction thing is a victory, and I just
what's funny
I don't see it that way.
You know what's funny about that whole thing? Have you ever talked to anybody about why Trump? Everybody want Trump to go, which is fine. You feel how you feel. I really don't give a shit. But have you ever talked to anybody that quote unquote follows the trial? Did they when they hear, oh, he's convicted on 34 counts, he's going to jail for life? Like, nigga, do you know what he's actually going to trial for?
Exactly.
Yeah, he's not.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so that's another. So it's like
it's highly likely he won't do any jail time.
Thank you. So there's like people, and then they go, people are the people that are anti-Trumpers are just like super anti-Trumpers are just as crazy as pro-Trumpers. Like they're neck and neck damn near.
This pro-Trumper G.
No, I'm talking about as far as sure blown. Like I know, you know how many anti-Trumpers I know that literally want to go and kill this nigga.
And I agree with you in terms of their disregard for facts, and
it's just as crazy
being bipartisan. It's like because it is one extreme or the other.
It is.
Well, like it is no matter what you say or what type of factual information that you will present in front of them, they are going to stick to their stance no matter what. Yeah. If they are anti-Trump, there ain't shit you're going to be able to. There's nothing good about him. He has no redeeming qualities. There's no reason he should ever be elected. And if you're the people that are super pro-Trump, then, I mean, because you see those all the time where they'll like read off something that this happened and this happened. You know what I'm saying? With this person, they'll say, do you think a person like that should be allowed to run for president? And they'd be like, oh, absolutely not. And they say, well, actually, this was Donald J. Trump. And then they'll backpedal or say whatever the fuck they got to say.
Gee, you know what I'm saying? Shit is hilarious.
You know, the same thing with against the bite. Remember the whole thing about Trump is racist. And then there was some people out there doing these little independent reporting, and they were going to Biden supporters or people that are super anti-Trump. And they said, I'm going to read you a quote, and I want you to say it was either Trump or was it Biden. And every super racist comment, it was like, oh, yeah, that's super racist. Well, Joe Biden said that. Like, oh. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I say,
but the difference is, when they said, oh, they actually thought about it, was like,
but they still don't like, but they still don't like Trump, which is
those
fine.
Trump supporters, when they do some questions like that, they be ready to fight. That's a lie. Get out of my face. This lady argued me up and down that said global warming is bullshit. Okay. Like, she literally argued me. I was like, yo, I'm not trying to argue with you, but we haven't had a real winter in Chicago in a long time.
Which is fine. You know how many arguments in your Facebook, people are damn near fighting just because the people they will argue up and down that they really are fucking women and they're not. You see what I'm saying? It's like and there's nothing that you can tell them to convince them otherwise. And guess what side of the fence they on? The left. So it's like we can play the back and forth, but you're gonna have. I think we can equally create some entertainment, making fun of super anti-Trump people and super pro-Trump people, or super left and super right. It's the same thing.
And you know,
it's extremism.
It's extremism. So and then it's like, here's the thing. You take Trump out of the equation, replace him with another fucking Republican. It's going to be the same. Remember how much people thought. Remember George W. Bush. George W. Bush. Remember that shit. Yeah. Remember how everybody said, "Oh, he's the most racist person." Oh, George Bush this. Oh, George Bush did. So remember all that. Right now, all of a sudden, George Bush is lovable. Ever since he got out of office, once Obama came into office, you talk about somebody that has great PR. Remember when Michelle Obama and George W. Bush were sitting next to each other, they were passing the candy. Yo, it's like, remember, we hate this guy. Remember, we hate it now. All of a sudden, we love him. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I say. Like, yo, fuck what. I'm tired of that shit.
This is why I said earlier that it's entertainment, and the reason why I say it's entertainment is that people in America are so excited about the memes and the reaction that people are going to have and all this stuff. Even like when you mentioned like Michelle Obama passing George W. Bush the peppermint or whatever the case may be, right?
It was the other way around. But
well, however it was. Mm-hmm. And bottom line is that even though they own the different sides of Democratic and Republican, they all probably still get along as colleagues because at the end of the day, they all work for the same cause.
And they all have like interests.
Exactly. So it's not like they in there like, oh, they were this motherfucker over here. He better not sit at this table.
Yeah, but this is entertainment too. Like, we can look at it objectively as entertainment, but these people are like the people that are extreme or people that are super ignorant, damn near on purpose, don't look at it like they think that is real life.
I mean, so we are living in a time where everything is like unprecedented. You don't know what the fuck is liable to happen from one day to the next. And it does say something whether you believe Donald Trump was wrongfully prosecuted or rightfully prosecuted. It says something about our society and where we are that a man who stood trial for 34 felony charges is still actively running a presidential campaign, where even before just being accused of something like this would automatically disqualify you, right? But he's able to run. He's able to still fucking secure campaign funds. The Republican Party is still backing him regardless of what. All because he's popular, people believe in him, and they believe he can win. So it's just like, fuck everything else, fuck how it looks, fuck any sort of morality that you may have. Like, nobody gives a shit about that stuff.
Can I play something that was real funny to me?
Okay.
About Trump? Hold on, let me cue it up.
Is it Saturday Night Live?
Nah.
GOP nominee for president again for a third time, despite the fact that he's a twice impeached, four-time criminal indictee and racist who's been found liable for fraud and sexual abuse, banned from doing business in the state of New York for 3 years, owes over $500 million in fine, took millions from foreign governments while he was president, tried to extort a foreign country to interfere in an election in 2020, and encouraged another to help him win in 2016, actively undermined the nation's response to a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic, and let a deadly disease spiral out of control. It's about to go on trial for breaking campaign finance laws by paying hush money to cover up an affair during the 2016 campaign. Orchestrated a months-long coup attempt that culminated in a violent insurrection to disrupt the peaceful transfer of power and install him as an unelected dictator. Stole classified documents and obstructed attempts to get them back, has never once won the popular vote and has been routinely rejected by a majority of Americans in election after election. Spews deranged conspiracy theories about everything from climate change to immigration to vaccines to windmills. Glitches on 3-syllable words, 2-syllable words, and 1-syllable words. Cheats at golf. Can't spell his own name, his wife's name, or the words indicted, education, unprecedented, stolen, Denmark, Kentucky, or tap. And is, on top of everything else, the single weirdest and most off-putting human being.
Yeah, man. I mean,
the crazy shit.
And let's not forget that the motherfucker started the insurrection. So, I don't know. But, I mean, it is what it is. This is what we got. This is what we got to vote for. So, this is what we got, you know what I'm saying? So, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. So, in other news in Trump.
Hold on. We already, like, because we damn near.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah, we probably
we got to mention it. We gotta talk about it, man.
I mean, we gonna have a.
We gonna have to. This is 15 minutes. We gonna have to talk about it, man. We gonna have to talk about Diddy. We gonna have to talk about it, man. Go ahead, text who you gotta text. And give me like 20 more minutes.
You said 15. That just went up 5.
15 minutes. All right.
I mean, I don't. I mean, what the fuck are we gonna say at this point?
All right. So we've been talking about this since last November, when the Diddy allegations first came out. Rell has said in one of the episodes, and I named the episode, "Where There's Smoke, There's Fire." Unfortunately, we have seen some very horrific video of Diddy beating Cassie, dragging Cassie, chasing her down the hallway in a very despicable manner. Manner, right. There's a lot to say about it. We don't really have enough time to really dive in. There's going to be more videos. There's going to be more allegations. I think he's a bitch. I really think it sucks. I'm hurt by it because I really, when you talk about black excellence for a long period of times, we held this man on the pedestal for all of the accomplishments he's done with the record label of Bad Boy Records, all the records he's produced, all the business deals that he has put forth, all the donations that he did to Howard University and all these other foundations around the world. And I was very disappointed. Watching that video. I was more disappointed of the fact that in November you came out and said that these allegations is wrong. I am being wrongly accused. This is nothing of my character. Everything of that. Then the video comes out, and then you do a personal video that you just said, hey, I was in a dark place at that time. Nah, nigga, you should have said that shit in November because you knew this shit existed. Now, some sources say, allegedly, that he paid $50,000 for this hotel video.
Probably.
And this was the video that was seized at his house. So how many other videos did you pay for and you have in your house?
I mean,
they're saying that, and like I said, I would really rather wait until like all this other stuff flushes because at this point, so that tape was released. This has been a few weeks now, right? At least 2. Yeah. Since that tape came out. So and I know on the Breakfast Club I saw they was talking about on CNN as well, that there's allegedly going to be more charges coming. They seized a lot of videos, and they're basically in the process of trying to contact and go through the people and talk to the people that are in the video, are in the tapes that they seized. And for some reason, the only person they said they keep dropping the highlight, the headline, or dropping in there that one of the people in the video was a male sex worker, which is weird that they keep mentioning that. Yeah. So, but
well, we know why though.
I mean, obviously it helps support whatever narrative. So, I mean, obviously this isn't over.
It's not.
I mean, it's definitely kind of. I saw a little bit of it. Like I saw it one time. It was because when the shit dropped, it was everywhere. Yeah. And it was just kind of like, that's one of those things. Like, there's no way that you can explain that, right? When you come out, because like when he came out and said we had that little poster he put up, I was just like, bro, you probably should have just not said it, because there's nothing that you can say, because that wasn't like a fight. Y'all getting into it, bro. She was trying to run away from you, and you were dragging her, like you hauled off,
kicked her while she was on the ground.
Yeah, balled up in a fetal position. Like there is nothing that you are going to be able to say that's going to make you look favorable after this.
Nothing.
So I mean, it's unfortunate, and and it did make it look worse for the fact that he was staunchly denying everything.
Yeah,
saying that people are out for a payday and all this other shit. And then but now you're definitely gonna get more and more people coming out of the woodworks. People are gonna and some of them will be true, some of them won't be. But this is it. I mean, obviously he has a problem. He's had a problem for a long time, and I guess I want to know, like, okay, so what he did in this video makes him a piece of shit, and at the time he could have been a criminal because he could have been charged for assault. At the very least, that could have been assault, right? Yeah. Could have been assault. Wasn't charged at the time. Maybe statute of limitations on that has been passed. I don't know.
It has.
So right now, out of all the things that have come out about Diddy, and people keep talking about him being brought up on charges and all this other stuff. We haven't seen anything illegal yet, right? So what I'm saying, persecute him, vilify him in the public. You know what I'm saying? Assassinate his character, all that other shit. But
I mean, hitting a woman that's kind of illegal.
What? No. What I said that's assault. But if a statute of limitations on that incident has passed, then there's nothing we can do about that. You can't go back. And so my point being is, I think we've seen a few instances of people that probably should have been in jail for other things, but got off, and then later on, because of social media and public opinion, have been convicted of things that probably were like trumped up charges. Not saying that people didn't need to be in jail. Yeah. But all I'm saying is, like, keep the main thing. And if he really did some shit that he needs to go to jail for, then put him in jail. But don't, like, let's just wait and see what the fuck happens.
I'm with you on that one, bro.
Yeah, I just want to wait and see what happens. Like, but I mean, you obviously, like, and it kind of sucks because, like, his son is out here trying to be an artist. He fucked around and killed his son's career.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
his career is done. Yeah. His career is done. Like, even if he does not get convicted.
Oh yeah, no, there's no coming back. Diddy is it's a wrap.
No, it's over for Diddy. You talking about King Kong? You talking about his son?
Yeah. No, but for Diddy, for Diddy is over. There's no coming back from this for you. No, because you're never going to be able to get that image. People are always going to remember that.
Did you hear what Biggie's mom said?
Yeah, I saw that.
She said she watched the video. She like, if next time I see him, I will smack him.
Could you think about somebody? Cassie was like 100 pounds soaking wet. You know what I'm saying, like, bro, like, yeah. So
it's crazy.
Yeah. So like I just. Like, but don't, like, circumvent the legal system to put the nigga in jail.
Yeah, but all the stories, like the Steve Stout, the champagne bottle.
I mean, but
all these stories are just like shit. But I mean, you talking about the Steve Stout nigga, that was in the 90s. If they didn't put the nigga in jail then, right. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
yeah,
you can't go back and put people in jail. It legally is unless statute of limitations and no charges have been filed.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So let's wait and see what the fuck happens.
Yeah.
Sean Combs as a public figure, as a music mogul, and all that other shit is dead. That's done.
Yeah, that shit done.
Diddy's time has passed. It's over.
Thank God.
Now, what happens to him in terms of, like, any sort of criminal prosecution?
It's yet to be seen.
Because we haven't seen anything that warrants him being in jail.
Yeah. This is the only thing I'm gonna just add that I don't like, though, is how people are. I would argue that they kink shame in general, which is kind of weird, considering that they, like you said, they keep mentioning the male sex worker. I find that kind of funny because it's like they keep throwing that in there because they want to talk about him being gay or bisexual. Right. So almost like that's like you're trying to shame him for that, but at the same time we want to promote tolerance when it comes to people who are gay or bisexual. So it's just this weird contradiction in the media that I just found that pisses me off. 1, 2. I hope, like with Diddy, just like with R. Kelly, it's not gonna happen, but I hope every single person that helped Diddy cover that shit up get booked too. Especially if it's something like sex. I mean, I know we had a conversation, like a literal conversation what sex trafficking is. But if it was something that was illegal, like how they accusing him of having sex with minors. So if if you're a body, so you about like one of his bodyguards, his old bodyguard, supposedly Gene Deal, who was out here saying that, I remember picking up this person there with this age and this, that, and that, nigga, you was with him. He paid you to turn your fucking head, and that's what you did, nigga. So why the hell is you coming out here and now sitting there trying to talk about the man, try to demonize? So if anything, if he gets locked up for it, you should be too. You see what I'm saying? Like that's that's what I want. I don't like that shit, bro. It's like you trying to bash the man for being gay, but you want everybody to support gays. But then you got people out here that saying, oh, he did this, or like the nigga from Chicago that brought up the lawsuit in the first place that spun this whole shit out outside of Cassie. Nigga, the reason why you brought up this lawsuit that put all this heat on Diddy is because he owed you $300,000. So if he paid you $300,000, we wouldn't hear about this shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is wild to me. Like, that's the part that pisses me off the most.
Me personally, like, whatever a man does in his personal and private life is what he does sexually. Far as the leather binding, all the crazy shit that we've allegedly heard.
Whatever.
It's like, that
shit got nothing to do with nothing.
They ain't got shit to do with the president.
But if he is out here involved in sex trafficking, if he is out here fucking with underage girls, then
see, this is the thing, and I remember Chris, he brought that up. You got to think about what sex trafficking is, right? So say if one state that the legal age is 18. But in this state, the legal age is 17.
You can't bring nobody across state lines to circumvent the
right.
law.
So it's not like he's out here like having girls out here working or whatever the case be. And then also we have to, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to sit here and stick up for him for sex trafficking or messing with young girls. But you guys have
all that's alleged. We don't know.
It's all alleged. But the thing about it, what you have to understand is when you're in this type of environment with these type of celebrities, when you go to a mansion in Miami or LA or in Vegas and there's celebrities around and you have to turn in your phone, not everybody's checking your ID. This is a private situation. If I'm having a party and I got 500 people in my house, I don't know the age of everybody that's in here.
I don't know if that's a good argument.
No, I mean, you can't. I give no.
Yeah, I understand
because
what you're saying.
you know, it's not like your security goes, hey, well, you're out, you're at the pool, you're having fun, and people are just coming in.
No, I'm just saying, but he is like for example, this your crib, right? It's in your name. If I say, hey, bro, I'm gonna bring a chick over, and you like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and go to sleep, but I bring a chick over. Let me not use me. Let's just say it's somebody else you know.
Well, yeah.
And he bring a chick in that's like 14, and he in a fucking a 14-year-old on your couch. You're going to be
well, yeah, I get that part, but my thing is this: like, I've been to parties where I've seen where you don't know who's coming into this party.
I know. No, I hear you.
You feel what I'm saying?
No, I'm just saying, you
like,
still getting booked for it, though.
Yeah, you wake up in the morning like, who is that? Who is that? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but like I said, I'm not trying to stick up for the man. I'm not trying to make excuses for him. What he did was wrong. And like I said, we have to wait to see how everything plays out. I'm going to go out and say it right now. I'm still playing this music. Sorry. The Love album is the greatest album he's came out with since Puff Daddy and Family. I'm sorry. I'm still going to vibe to some of the shit. But, you know, it made me listen to the Love album like, this nigga is really crazy because the whole album is basically about taking a woman to an island where you don't have no transportation. The only way you get to this island is by boat or plane. And you like, we're just going to vibe out.
I will say
Drink this deli on.
You know, I will say this, man. I can't. I do feel weird listening to Satisfy You Now. You know, the Diddy versus R. Kelly. Diddy featuring R. Kelly. That was one of my favorite songs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
And on that point, that's a good way. That's a good way to end it.
I'm sorry, man. I'm just saying, man. It was like, damn, I looked at that. That's one of my favorite songs. I looked like, fuck, man.
Forgot all about that.
Hey, man. This is Easily Offended podcast, man. Sorry for the wait. Life been life and adulting. It has been adulting. So we really appreciate you guys' support. Make sure you check out Full Fest. Make sure you get your tickets for Chosen Few. Make sure you see us at the Woodlawn Juneteenth on Juneteenth at 79th and Woodlawn at the Woodlawn. You know what I'm saying? We definitely going to be in the building. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the podcasters, Corner Convo, Herb and Two. Shout out to Leon. Everybody that has supported Easily Offended Podcast, man. We really appreciate you, man. And where people can find you at, man?
Rell the Producer 914 on Instagram, 914 Media Group on Instagram.
____.
And Chris, what's up, man?
Weezy Cage, WAZEZYCAGE.
Hey, man, I'm your host. I'm your guy, L Boogie, Classic 1979, man. I really appreciate you guys. Make sure you follow us on every major platform. Make sure you tune in, listen. And, you know, I'm gonna do a little video blog for the Seattle guys trip because it's a weird trip. Niggas don't go to Seattle, but it's just fun shit to do. Maybe we see some midget strippers or something on shrooms. I don't know.
I hope not.
Hey, man, Easily Offended Podcast, man. We out. Peace.
Peace.